Carter County girl, and let's see here. I attend Graham Assembly Church, and my beautiful mom here has been the praise and worship leader here at Graham Assembly for 35 years. And if you don't ask her, she will tell you we sing, and we sing a lot, and she will sing anywhere you ask us to sing. That's kind of her big deal for all of us, my sister, my niece, and my daughter, all of us. It's been my pleasure and my honor to be your state rep for the last 6 years. And I've always had an open door policy at my office. My wonderful office mate, Representative Josh Gamtrell, is here with me tonight. And we keep an open door policy because we want the people of District 48 and any other constituents who would like to come by and visit with us. We want them to know that we want you to know that we will hear you. And that's why we always keep our office doors open. It has been my pleasure to secure funds for our area for the last 6 years to see our economy grow. You can answer it, it's all right. We have secured over $75 million for our area in the last 6 years. That includes $45 million coming up in this next fiscal year in disaster relief funds, which is going to be really, really big for our entire state and for our area. And I will continue to work hard for the people of District 48. I want you to know that I truly work under the fruits of the Spirit. Love, joy, peace, kindness, gentleness. It is truly with a heart of service that I serve you. Okay, so questions. Okay. First question, what experience do you have that qualifies you to be a state representative? I thought about this question, and so other than, of course, being your state rep for the last 6 years, let's go before that. So before that, I worked for the U.S. Department of Labor as a contractor, and so I was securing jobs for people. And along with, of course, having that full-time job, my family, we owned a local Christian bookstore here for 22 years. Again, securing jobs, securing tax dollars, revenue that went into the local economy. So I also, with my job as a contractor for the U.S. Department of Labor, I was appointed to our state Governor's Council under Mary Fallon. So there was always leadership. I was always trying to be a part of our state, part of our community, always trying to better what we have here and do better in our area, and making things for myself, for my people, for my family, to make sure that we had better things going on in our workforce, in our economy.
Thank you. How will you ensure your policies reflect the values of the entire OK GOP, since there appears to be division within the same?
That's a big one, because we do have a distinct division, and it's kind of sad, but let me just tell you, whenever I make a vote, I look at my district, because, again, with our district, I look at us being economic developers in our area, but we're also conservative Christians. And for the most part, that is what we are. We are, number one, we're registered Republicans for the most part. And I also see us as education-minded. So whenever I make a vote, that's the way I look at what my area goals are. So if it falls within the Republican platform, that is wonderful. But does it fall within the District 48 platform? That's what I would like to see it do. Because that's what I want to do, is I want to serve the people of District 48. What do we want to have happen here? I think that we want to have a strong economy. I think we want to have jobs. And And I think that we want to have a conservative platform. That's my goal.
Okay, thank you. Can you provide an example of a compromise you've made that reflects a balance of values?
Well, okay, so recently we have been trying, the biggest compromise I can probably say I've worked on here lately. Lately we've been working on a tourism water issue, and it's actually encompassing the city of Lone Grove also. And we have been working so diligently and so hard to make sure that we have, and it also includes the air park, when you rack that in. Compromises are having to be made with SOWC, our State Water Resource Board, DEQ, the State Tourism Department, and it's been my job to make sure that all of these entities come together and work together, and there's been multiple compromises having to be made among the different factions to get this project done. This is a multi-million-dollar project for our area. It's going to connect all of the water mains, or SOWC, to get good water into Lone Grove. Now, is Lone Grove necessarily my area? No, it falls right outside my area. But this is going to benefit them, and we have to do things that help Southern Oklahoma. We have got to always keep Southern Oklahoma and what's best for our area in mind whenever you're the state rep.
Thank you. How will you balance the budget while still providing essential services?
Well, Oklahoma is required to have a balanced budget. So every one of the members sits on a budget committee. And so as part of the budget committee, you get to put in your 2 cents, you get to put in your votes, and as such, you get to participate in the budget process. You must have a balanced budget before we can sign and die.
Okay, thank you. Last question. When you have an idea for a law, please explain the complete legislative process of taking this idea and developing it into a law.
Well, one of my favorite things is when I get a constituent request and it gets to become law. And that happened here in the Ardmore area just this last year. We had a problem. And when a problem becomes law, it's kind of cool, right? And it actually started here in this area. I get a complaint from a constituent. We take that idea, we go to the source, we get it worked out. Unfortunately, this had to do with commercial pools. It sounds very trivial, right? Our commercial pool law had not been updated since 1970 here in Oklahoma. So you wonder, why are all commercial pools straight and narrow and boring, right? Well, that's because it hadn't been done since 1970. But I had an apartment complex here, District 48, Ardmore, America, that had a problem. They could not get their permits done to get a commercial pool fixed. Just a replacement pool, right? They already had a pool, just a replacement. Anyway, the idea, we take the idea, it has to be written up by myself with the work of the staff attorneys. Then it goes into committee. After the committee vote, it will go into a House vote. After it goes to the House vote, it'll go over to the Senate side, starts the process again. As the House author, I have to secure a good Senate author, someone that I think that can push this through the Senate side. It goes through Senate committee, it goes through on the Senate floor, and then of course you have to work with the governor to make sure that it gets signed, because the governor can always veto it. And I had to visit with the governor's team to make sure that they were on board with our law or our bill proposal. He loved it, he understood why we wanted to do it, signed it away, and it will become law on November 1st.
Thank you. That's all the questions.